Welcome everyone to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrix Lloyd 212, and I'm with Chris. What's up, Chris?
What's up, guys?
What's up, Vaughn?
What's up?
So I'm hearing that Antonio Banderas is going to be the villain of New Mutants.
Antonio Banderas?
Yeah.
Huh.
Not sure if he's going to be Mr. Sinister or what. There was going to be that guy from Mad Men that I guess they dropped out because they're reshooting and he's doing a movie or something. So it looks like Antonio Banderas is going to be doing New Mutants so far. So that was big news. And we also got news about Doctor Strange, how Benedict Cumberbatch says, "Oh, I didn't hear anything about a Doctor Strange sequel." And didn't even take that long because you know, right, Chris?
Yep. And I'm very happy about it, too.
So you want to tell everybody?
It looks like Baron Mordo and Nightmare are going to be the villains in Doctor Strange 2. So there is a Doctor Strange 2, and now we know who the villains are. So good stuff. That means that, spoilers, Doctor Strange makes it out of Infinity War and Avengers 4.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. That is good news. Also, in the comics, we found out the revelation of Voyager was not an original Avenger, of course. There was a memory implanted in all the Avengers, but they couldn't implant it in the Vision's mind. And she is related to the Grandmaster. I think it's the daughter of the Grandmaster, which would be Jeff Goldblum. So she was trying to pretend to be an Avenger, and that blew up in her face, and now they're all against her. So that's interesting stuff in the comics, and they show the cover of her face shattering, and like the Avengers going through it, like meaning the ruse is up. Of course, she's not an original Avenger. Don't believe that nonsense. Avengers is the way it's supposed to be, and they're not going to mess with history and blah blah blah. So I'm happy about that. What do you got, Chris? You got some stuff?
Actually, that Doctor Strange thing was really the biggest thing I had.
I had a question about the Arnold Schwarzenegger thing, because I think we were talking about it off air.
Mm-hmm.
So now, when is he filming Terminator? And is he filming Terminator? Because I thought he was going to be filming Terminator.
I'm pretty sure he is. I have no idea when, to be honest with you.
It's got to be probably next year. Because he just had massive surgery.
Well, either next year or later this year. It depends on when they want the movie to come out.
Yeah. I heard also we're getting a trailer for Predator like any day now.
Yeah, that's what they've been saying for a while now. I mean, with all the stuff that's been going on behind the scenes, with all the trouble the production's been having, who knows? I mean, we were talking about this a little bit last night, and I'm telling you right now, I think this has the potential to be the Alien Covenant of this series. To be honest with you.
Jeez.
Franken Predator gets defeated by an autistic kid and Predator dogs that are brain damaged. And Predator members that are going against their government. I don't know what the hell this movie is, to tell you
At
the
least
truth.
that was in the rumors anyway.
Yeah,
we don't know if
we
any of
saw
that's
that.
true,
We saw the video that you sent us.
Mm-hmm.
All I could say is I don't know how we could get excited about it. I mean, it's not anything like we know of Predator. It's like someone taking over Predator that don't know what they're talking about, but yet it is the guy that did the first Predator. So he was in
the first Predator.
He was in the first Predator, but he would have been okay. But didn't he have a hand in the script or no?
I don't know about that.
Okay. All I know is to me, it's like I don't get why we have to have these massive changes to stuff we already know. Like, why you got to change the whole Alien thing with Alien Covenant, Predator? Knight Rider's got to be a pure comedy, which really, and it's just, what are we doing in Hollywood that they're just ruining and tarnishing the image of some of these things, these movies? It's just, I mean, what next? You're going to make a Friday the 13th comedy movie, which that almost happened, actually, by the way.
Oh.
It was going to be Jason and Cheech and Chong, which that would have been the worst movie ever if they would have did that. So, I don't know. What else? Did you hear anything more about the Ant-Man and the Wasp or no?
No.
What else? Did you hear anything else?
I heard what they're projecting Solo is going to make in its opening week, and it's actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
What is it going to make?
They're saying it's going to probably do about like 150 million
In the
which
first
is-
week?
apparently so, which is just below what Rogue One did. But they're apparently saying that it's not going to bomb like a lot of people are saying. The projections, at least, are saying that it's not just going to be like a terrible opening or anything like that.
And I heard he
So, I
finished
mean-
it totally. He sent the tweet out, everything's done.
Mm.
Like, done, everything, effects, music, everything, done, ready to go. So, wow. So, all right, that could be the first week, but I mean, is this anything could happen in the second week? The movie could drop off to their toilet on levels. I mean, so they could probably make back the money they spent into it, correct?
That's going to be more difficult than a normal film, because this movie has been made twice.
Right. So in other words, they spent like
yeah,
$400 million probably on this.
I would say more than that.
Really, but they'll never say it though, right? They're not going to say like $500 million budget or nothing. Then.
Yeah, I don't think they're ever going to tell us exactly what they spent on this movie. However, we might get a hint if this movie does well enough. Because then if it does well enough, they might be like, yeah, we spent this much and look at how much we made. Haha,
Yeah, they would do that. But they'll never say it if it doesn't do up to par. Like
if it doesn't do well, no, they won't. They'll say,
oh, it's it
yeah.
was a lot, Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So now we got Rampage happening. Do you think that's going to be a success?
Normally I would say no, but I think that a lot of, quote unquote, The Rock's fans are going to go see this just because he's in it. And I think that will probably do well. I mean, here's my thing with that, because if this movie does well, it's actually a good thing on two fronts for two different genres, sort of genres. It will prove that a video game movie can do well if this does well. And if this one does well, I would not be surprised if we start seeing more giant monster movies come out that are either based off of other things or
like a
things that are new.
Castlevania or something.
Well,
or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking about giant monster movies in particular.
Oh, you're talking about like Godzilla type stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
But again, that like you just said with Castlevania, I mean, sure, if they say, oh look, a video game movie did well, let's make more. I mean, it's possible.
I mean, and the Castlevania animated Netflix thing did very well to get a second season. So, and it's an amazing game. We're waiting for a reboot or something for the platform. So, yeah, and then we know we're getting a Mario movie too. So, I mean, Nintendo's starting to do different things also. So
Mario, Pokemon,
yeah, and Monopoly Guy, which is I don't understand that, but okay. Yeah. So there's that. And it's funny, I just got a PS4 and they just came out with the original Punch-Out arcade edition. They just sneaked out without hyping it or anything, and it's out on the Switch, and I'm having, oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
I'm going nuts because I'm like, oh, I want to play it. It's fun from the actual arcade where he's green and see-through, and it's like, oh, the same sound effects and voices, and damn it.
How about Switch? Letting people know they're still there.
Right? Because Punch-Out was my thing, man. Back in the day, oh my god.
Well, they're also getting Smash Bros. Too.
Yeah. They get Metroid also.
Oh my goodness, I might buy a Switch.
I know. I can't buy a Switch now. I'll be in trouble.
Well,
and,
I gotta wait till after the convention to see how everything runs.
Yeah. Oh, I think I figured out the problem on the other platform where I wasn't streaming.
Yeah.
So I'm going to experiment tomorrow with that and see if it records and keeps it on file. Stay tuned for that one. All right, Lost in Space also is popping out stuff here and there for Netflix, which is people are liking it from what I hear.
Oh wow.
I like it, and my kids were brought to it. They're like, Dad, you ever see? Yeah, I saw Lost in Space. Yeah, and Dad, this looks great. I'm like, yep. So, yeah, we're gonna be watching that. Now I heard Steven Spielberg didn't want his own stuff in Ready Player One, but his crew did. Like he just didn't want to use it as a gimmick to showcase himself. I guess he's being modest. I don't know what.
Well, from the stuff that I saw, there were some things that leaked from the movie.
Yeah.
I don't think he needed to put anything of his stuff in there.
Yeah, there's everything in this movie.
Yeah, I can tell you that if you're a Godzilla fan, you should definitely watch this movie.
Oh wow.
Because I saw what they were talking about, and it's much better than we all thought it was going to be.
And if you're a horror fan, you should see this movie too, because we got Chucky,
we got
Freddy, and we got even Jason, I believe, in this too. Back to the Future, the DeLorean, Iron Giant, and there's a lot more than that actually. So, I mean, you're gonna have to do a couple of sit-throughs to see everything, I guess. It may be a success. Despite like some people, I don't know why they're saying it's terrible, but
I was looking at kind of the box office stuff today, and this other movie took number 2. It knocked Black Panther down too.
Tyler Perry's movie.
That's crazy.
But you know what? Tyler Perry is always around.
Yeah.
But they don't promote his movie at all, as far as I know, because I was like, what the hell is this movie? Vaughn had to educate me a little bit because I'm like, really?
Yeah. It's promoted, but it's not promoted the way other movies are promoted.
Yeah.
Because I knew about the movie before it came out.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's going away, I guess, Black Panther now.
Oh yeah.
It's dropping. Number 3, Tomb Raider's almost going to be out of the box office, already done. These movies are getting kicked out now. Paving the way
for us. The Avengers.
Speaking of that too, there was this thing that came out that I think it was the Russo brothers got a comment on their Instagram or something, like someone saying that they're afraid of what the Avengers 4 title is going to be, and they responded to him saying you should be.
Oh.
Apparently, it's confirmed now that the title is a spoiler and it's not Infinity Gauntlet.
Oh no.
Yep.
What are we talking about? Is it like Secret Wars or something?
They said that it's like you're not expecting it.
Secret Wars.
They keep saying, no, I don't think it's that, because a lot of people have said that, and I think they're implying that no one's got even on the money or even close.
Well, let me ask you a question, right? If the Infinity Gauntlet is going to upset a cosmic imbalance, wouldn't that create a balance between dimensions and between multiverse? I'm not saying Cloverfield paradox, but then wouldn't you have different versions of Avengers fighting each other? And
well, it's possible. What's kind of interesting too is that my friend, he just collected I think it was the first wave of all of the figures. And the Build-A-Figure is Thanos from the movie.
Okay.
And the figure has all of the Infinity Gems.
Oh, wow.
Right.
So.
Now, wait a minute. If it's not Secret Wars, and if it's not Infinity War, Infinity Gauntlet, or Infinity Crusade, and Thanos is not in the next one?
He is in the next one.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Then it's got to be
Where did you hear he wasn't?
No, I know I figured he was supposed to be in it, but.
Yeah.
So then it has to do with the Infinity. Right?
It's got to be something. I mean, I think Infinity Gauntlet was the working title that they told everybody, and that's why what's her name plays Gamora.
Let me ask you a question. Isn't the next one he has the gauntlet, right? Or he
I'm assuming so, or at least most of it. You know what I'm saying?
Or he loses it. Could it be that he loses it and someone else takes it and then screws up everything?
I don't think they're going to do that because they spent all this time building him up.
So he's got to have the Infinity Gauntlet. So why don't
I'm assuming he's going to have everything. He's either going to have the whole thing, Or he's going to be just one short or something.
No, he's going to have the whole thing eventually.
Eventually, he's going to have the whole thing.
But it's got to be called Infinity Gauntlet. What would you call it?
Apparently, it's not.
So what the hell are you going to call it?
They said they can't even leak part of the title because apparently it's a spoiler for Infinity War.
Oh, something with the Infinity Wars. Okay.
It's like they said. Basically, what they're implying is that we're not getting this title until after the movie comes out. Which I mean is not that far away anymore. It's
like Avengers No More or some shit or whatever.
I heard somebody say New Avengers, but I don't know. That was just a guess.
West Coast Avengers maybe or no?
I don't think so.
No, New Avengers.
That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Like if the regular Avengers can't do this,
So like in other words, this team may fall and then someone else battles them.
I don't think it's going to be like that. I don't know. To be honest with you, if they're that adamant about not revealing this title because they said it will spoil the movie, then I don't know.
Yeah, Scott, we're trying to figure out because they said that the title of the next Avengers is not Infinity Gauntlet, but it's heavily with Thanos. So what the hell could you possibly call it? I mean, Infinity Gauntlet, Infinity War, Infinity Crusade, Infinity Abyss, Infinity...
Unless it's something crazy like Avenge the Marvel Universe or something.
I don't know.
Avengers, don't worry, DC, we'll save you.
If you start seeing like Gal Gadot and like all the DC heroes in the end of the movie, you'd be like,
Marvel versus DC.
Tell you what though, if they ever did that, that would
yes,
probably bring about the entertainment apocalypse.
God, yes, people.
And then after the movie came out,
their heads would explode.
And then after the movie came out, hell would freeze over and the world would be destroyed.
Oh, yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. Because they're friends. I mean, Gal Gadot is always with Chris Hemsworth, like talking, like they're doing the Instagram, they're doing the Twitter, everybody's
Trump
interacting.
would get on the air. He'd be like, we need to build a wall between Marvel and DC. We cannot let this happen.
All I got to do is say that the odds are really good. Now that Brian Michael Bendis is with DC.
Yeah.
In fact, it's actually foreseeable that in a couple of years, maybe 2020 or 2021, we may see Marvel vs. DC 2 in the comics.
Yeah.
I'm saying this right now. I said it the other day. I honestly think it's going to happen. Like, I'm like 90% sure it's going to happen. And I think they're not saying anything about it, but there's this one key that there's a reason why it's probably going to happen, and that's because everybody was like, why did DC not sue Marvel when Miles Morales and Spider-Gwen went into the DC universe, universe hopping, and you had the Daily Planet in the background. They were at Metropolis, and they were on a rooftop eating. So right there, you got a little glimmer that stuff's going on. So it's going to happen.
Hulk, Superman 2, Batman and Hulk 2.
We're going to have a new crossover. Yeah. And it might not be a versus this time either.
Yeah, yeah.
It might be that they team up with each other rather than fight each other.
They're going to fight the Watchmen.
I don't know what they're going to fight.
Gosh.
Thanos and Darks, maybe they'll team up. I don't know, whatever.
Another amalgam universe thing.
Hey, do you think that at the end of Avengers 4, Thanos will get arrested like he did in the other one, in the comics, where the human police are able to arrest him?
Oh, God. That's ridiculous.
I hope they do.
I mean, Infinity War in the comics had to do with Adam Warlock's evil side. The Magus had the Infinity Gauntlet, right? And then the third one had to do with Adam Warlock's, I guess, other carnation, which was a female, that she was wanting to cleanse the universe with the religious crusade, and it's about faith, and it's about whatever, and then he wound up locking both of them in some type of dimension or something, the Magus and the goddess she was. So I don't know. I do expect after Guardians of the Galaxy 3 comes out for them to do a Guardians of the Galaxy movie in the 31st century, like the comics that started with, you know, by that time it's going to be so far in the future. You'll have Vance Astra who wakes up like Buck Rogers. He gets Captain America's shield. He becomes like Captain America, but he has to wear that skin tight suit or else he'll evaporate because he was in cryogenic for so long or something. And they're going to have all these heroes we've never seen, probably. So I do think that's going to happen eventually. We're going to see the Marvel Universe in the far future. And we could see Spider-Man 2099, which if Sony got themselves together, that wouldn't affect anything really because it's far in the future. So
what will happen if he gets trapped in a van this time?
Well, see, that's the he's
Mhm.
different. It's a lot different. Spider-Man 2099.
Maybe some rubble will fall on him and he'll cry.
I mean, what's going to happen in here? Like, he's going to have an ice cream cone and Mysterio's going to make him drop it. He's like, my chocolate ice cream! Like, no.
Yeah.
You
jerk!
You destroyed my ice cream cone!
Drop his Churro and make him cry.
Could they just have something happen where he can't wear an electronic suit anymore? Like, that some villain decides to hack into it? And he starts.
That or it interferes with his Spidey sense or something, or a lot of times of his powers.
Because technically, when Tony Stark made the thing, he made it where it wouldn't work on him, like the spider sense, and did all this weird stuff. Yeah. So maybe it does hinder the spider sense, the suit.
Billy.
We'll find out what about the spider sense in this next
Maybe,
movie.
but like you're forgetting though that like maybe they did all of this just to sell toys.
Bro.
So we got to sell them toys because he's got to have an electric suit for that for some reason.
I mean, it's probably gonna happen with Doctor Who, like 13th Doctor and 5th Doctor outfit. That's a Titan. No.
Oh dear.
Right. Well, no, Iron Man now. Dan Slott's taking over Iron Man, right?
Oh, yeah.
So he announced, well, the way I'm going to do it, he's going to make it that just like Tony Stark has Armani suits and different types of suits, he's going to have tons of Iron Man suits for every day of the week. There's going to be a suit for everything. So in other words, the toy sales are going to be tremendous through the roof because all these different Iron Man outfits, they're going to make toys on for every damn issue. It's going to be ridiculous.
Tony, that's your Tuesday suit, and it's now Saturday. Change.
But that's a little extreme, though. I mean, but you know what? That's going to get confusing after all this.
Yeah.
Everybody just wants that one suit.
Yeah.
You don't need to be like, oh, I'm going to put on this space suit today. I'm going to put on this underwater suit today. They should all do the same thing. It's like, and then eventually he just upgrades it. It looks different a little bit. But, you know, to have, like, not a set suit and it's just like.
Yeah, that's stupid.
That's going to be weird. But you know what? Let's see what Dan Slott does. I'm glad he's bringing back Fantastic Four. We're going to have to expect some nice stuff with that because they're going to be a lot better than they were, that's for sure. All right, I guess that's it. Right, Chris? Anything else?
So.
All right, guys. Take care. Bye for now. Happy Easter, happy Passover, happy everything. Bye.